Hi everybody, my name is Sashko and I am with Razom for Ukraine and Nova Ukraine. This is an exciting moment for us where the two of the biggest Ukrainian nonprofits in the United States are partnering together to be here at Eurovision. And today I have the absolute pleasure to be with our representatives from Ukraine this year, Ziferblat. Hello everybody.
Nice to meet you, Sashko. Yeah. Hi to everyone.
So let's jump into the questions straight away.
Okay.
Because Bird of Prey is such a gorgeous song. And I want to talk about what it means to sing both in English and Ukrainian languages on an international stage and presenting this song on an international stage. And then walking through the messaging of the song. Who did you write it for and what do you want to accomplish with this song?
Because I'm just give him a microphone because my brother wrote this song, and the first part we just want to start with the meaning of the song, and Vale can share it to you.
Yeah.
Yes, I will share it with you. Yeah, we have Ukrainian part. I mean, the Ukrainian national, let's call it national choir. It's not national, but yeah, Ukrainian choir is singing the Ukrainian language part. Why we decided to combine these two languages, I mean English and Ukrainian, I think Ukraine is doing such a thing like for the last 4 years or 5. I mean, I think Goa were the first to do it.
Maybe.
Yeah, because there was no Ukrainian language song before, except Ponomaryov. I think he was the first one, but I don't know. No, his song was in English. Hasta la vista it was called. Yeah. Yeah, because we want to be, because it's about Ukrainian, so it's necessary to sing in Ukrainian, but we want to remind about the war, remind Europeans about the war, so that's why I'm using English language in the chorus. And of course we want Ukrainian to spread Ukrainian culture across the Europe, so that's why we're using English language, but it is important thing that verses are in Ukrainian. I think that's how Jerry and Alona did that, and Kalush and Goway and Tvorchi as well. So the meaning, we took the second place last year with the place Oklahoma, and this year we won with Bird of Prey. I don't think that between this I mean, the meaning of these both songs is similar, sorry, but Bird of Prey is more emotional because I don't say the whole, I mean the main idea of the song, I mean it's not that straight, because in Place Equal Home the lyrics of the chorus is so like, you can understand everything from the first listening. I mean, yeah, I call my home or something. But in the Bird of Prey, I use more complex lyrics. I think that it is this one you need to, you will understand from the third or fourth listening, because there's some, we hide there some secrets, some symbols. And the bird is the main symbol of the song. It is symbolizing the freedom, the changes, hope. And of course, this song is a reflection song. I mean, we want our people that left their homes to come back. We want them not to forget about their homes. So we're showing the roots. That's why it's a Ukrainian choir there or something. That's it, I think.
Beautiful. And you asked us why would you learn two languages for this song? It's because we want to be understandable for the European audience, to spread our message. It's easy. Yeah.
Love that. Thank you. We love a straightforward answer on that all, and thank you for such a beautiful song this year. We're so proud of you guys, and I'm sure that the Ukrainian diaspora across the world agrees with me.
Yeah, cool.
So you mentioned Vidbir, and this was your second time at Vidbir. Last year as runner-ups, incredible. This year winning the whole thing. Walk us through the difference between the staging and the costumes of what we saw in Kyiv and now what we're going to see in Basel.
A little bit difference. I mean, our national selection, when we performed in our costumes in national selection, that's familiar to what we do now because it's about 70s stylish. I mean, but in other ways, it's much different. Different colors. I wear a pink dress right now, and at national selection I was in what color? Blue color of the costume. Yeah.
Velvet in details, I think.
What?
In national selection, you had purple.
Purple. I mean, it's kind of blue, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's different. You can see it on the picture. But if we're talking about the meaning, I mean, the meaning is familiar. The meaning is similar because we're representing Ukraine. I mean, yeah, if we're talking about representing ourselves, we're representing in this song, the European competition, we're trying to represent some old school stuff, some old school style. And these costumes are just like that. It's all I have to say about this. Yeah.
I will explain like in different way because for me, conception in the national selection and this one that we have right now on the stage at the very final or for semi-final, they are different. Because the conception of the national selection was to show these flowers, grass, and our outfits. It was necessary to combine them with this kind of background. Now it is more about the fairy tale, because this national selection staging was more about 70s style, but now it's more about fairy tale because my outfit and guys' outfits as well. For me, it reminds me of some like Disney's movie or something, and it is. I think that Ivan Frolov, who did the outfits, he did it because he wanted to show that Ukrainian people, even if they're suffering from the war, they want they have a lot of hope, and hope is like a dream, is like a fairy tale. That's why. So the concept between these outfits that that you saw in the national selection and you can see right now, it's the main idea. The main idea is different, and I love this. I love that we changed it because it's great. We did, we did 2 big artworks for the same song. I mean, people will remember us for those outfits that we had in the national selection and for these that we have right now. It's cool. We will have different pictures in Twitter. I mean, when the fans draw us, they will have two options, and they can choose which one they love more. It's great.
And some people think that it's a little bit risky for us to do such a job. I mean, Valia said that right now these costumes has some fairy tale vibes. I mean, yeah, maybe for some people it's a little bit risky because we're on war right now. But it's our vision about the ending of the war. It's our dream, like Valia said, and we see this like this. We see like this. Our designer Ivan Frolov see it like this. It's our vision. Yeah.
I love a message of a vision, a message of hope, and we sure feel very hopeful when we watch you on stage, and that message and that feeling is within the song. So it inspires people, and so thank you for inspiring people. And I think that you, as a band and as artists, are genuine, authentic, and
thank you.
Where does that come from in terms of your inspiration of maybe Ukrainian cultural artists throughout history, or artists in music, Ukrainians that have influenced you and the way that you make your art?
When we're trying to, when we're trying to talk about Ukrainian artists that inspires us, I mean, to the European journalists, we're just trying to teach them a name of the name of the music of 60s in Ukraine. It's just like called Vusatый funk in Ukraine. Yeah, but it's not about us in all ways, because our main musical career is not we're not building our music from 60s Ukrainian.
Yeah, we're not based on this.
Yeah, we're not based on this. Yeah, one. But if we're talking about this song right now to the European audience, we can share something interesting about about Ukrainian culture, just for the message. I mean, it's not about us, but and we, Valia, every time we do in the interviews to the European audience, we search time to say about Ukrainian 60s, because we had this one in Ukraine. European audience just shocked to hear such a things, because they probably думали.
They saw.
Yeah, they thought. Yes, sorry. Yeah, they probably thought that we didn't have such a music in Ukraine because of the Soviet Union, because of the occupation of the Ukraine. Yeah, and we just trying to teach them about this. And I mean, if we're talking about my inspirational in music, it's not only about Ukraine, to be honest. It's more about the Western music, I want to be honest, and we're trying to integrate to the European music, my band, and my musical inspiration was the classical music from abroad, for Ukrainian classical music for sure, but the main part of my inspiration is just European 20th century music, British rock and roll or something like that.
I think that when we're like talking about the influence, it's not only about the musicians, because books, the entire world can inspire you. And this song, if we're talking about the Bird of Prey, is inspired by a lot of things. It's not like only like 70s music or something. When I wrote this, I wasn't thinking about the style or something. I just used my acoustic guitar. I was on my flat at the moment. I think it was night in the very beginning of the summer of 2024, and I started to write chorus part and verses part, and then I came up with the idea that I want to have a Ukrainian choir in this one, and I'll be honest, like in some way I was inspired by the Ukrainian previous entry. I mean, Jerry Hale and Elena Leona, because they used they combined her own voice with the Ukrainian choir back, and it worked, and I thought that this is a great tool to spread Ukrainian roots, but I wanted it. For me, like in the Jerry Hale song, we don't have that much English, but I wanted to do like a English part, so that's why I did chorus in an English language, and but I was inspired by. Can we say like inspired by the war? I don't think it's a good thing to be inspired of, but. That's it. That's how we live, like for the last 11 years, to be honest. Because like when I went to the first year of my bachelor degree, the war started there. So it's like 11 years past.
Yes. Yeah. I think it's absolutely valid to say that there was inspiration drawn from what's happening in Ukraine right now, because that we see it throughout history, right? Artists are inspired by these occurrences. So Ukrainian music is becoming very popular on an international level. We are getting recognized, right?
Maybe. I hope so, yeah.
It's definitely happening, especially across Europe. And then in the US now, more Ukrainian artists are getting to go to the Grammys, for example. And
yes.
Really?
So
If we're talking about Jerry Hale,
Jerry Hale and Tina Karol
Yes.
was part of it. So I want to talk about the future. I want to know your dreams of where you want to see your music on an international level. Let's talk about that.
I'm not a Nostradamus or something like that, and I'm just like all of us want to know what the future brings, but we're just trying to work on it. Our dream, I mean, our dream to become an international artist, to maybe to not have a Grammy. I mean, I think some artists like Jerry Hale wants this so much, but it's not about me. I want to perform to the international audience and to grow up in Europe. It's the first point, to grow up in the Europe. In USA, it's too much complicated because USA it's a big industry of the music. But we will try. Måneskin did it from Eurovision. I mean, did it. Why we can't? Why we can't? But we're trying to do our best. And let's see what the future brings. I mean, it's our dream, yeah, to be honest. But not all things I can control.
Yeah.
Not all things. Yeah, and I just trying to do my job, because I'm not a dreamer. I mean, I'm like to do much work, and that's all. And yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Sashko, to be honest, I don't want to be like a voice of truth, but I think you're exaggerating a little bit the importance of Ukraine.
You can tell me that I'm exaggerating.
You're exaggerating, like, yeah, the importance of Ukrainian music in USA, for example. I mean, yeah, I hope that Ukraine in the very near future will like be something huge for the European audience. It is not like this right now, and I think that's why artists like we are participating in this kind of contestants like Eurovision. I can say like, yeah, to be a Eurovision representative from Ukraine, it was my childhood dream. But I don't know if it is like necessary thing to do for bands. But because Ukraine is not that good in the European market or USA market, if we have some exits, some ways to go through to start to be I don't think popular, but as Danya mentioned, to be a European band, you need to use if you have such an opportunity like Eurovision, and I hope we will use it, and then maybe, I don't know, get more listeners from Europe, from USA as well, from Canada, I don't know, wherever, and.
Well, your new album is definitely...
Yes, of course. That's why we did it in English language, because we want to spread our music across the whole world. But I can say, like, I know for Jerry Hale it's so important. She's like talking about the Grammy every time, I think, in every interview, and it's great. If you have a goal, you like. But I don't know if she like. Is this possible to do such a thing? I don't know. I won't say the same thing. For me, I'm not thinking about the Grammy, to be honest, because, as Danya said, future brings us something that we can't predict. Future is always unknown. And I know I just want to grow up in the, like, out of Ukraine. So that's why we are here. I mean, it is the second goal, of course, the first one, and I think we will go to this part of our goal. I mean, our mission is to raise money, to remind of the war or something. I think every amount will be great. So that's why we're here at the first mission. And of course, just to remind about the war, because every contestant that I'm talking to, I'm always mention what we are going through for the last 4 years. So reaction is different. But it's always like they understand us. They always asking like, how can we help or something, and that's great. That's the first mission. And of course, the second one is to get a high position.
Absolutely, and it's going to happen because people are going to vote for you. Number 5, if I heard correctly.
The first semifinal, number 5.
So let's go Ukraine, and I will tell you firsthand that in New York City and in San Francisco, we are waiting for you to come and perform. I'm sure all Ukrainian diaspora across the United States and the world who are watching are waiting for you. Best of luck. This is going to be exciting. And last thing, we have some gifts for you from Ukraine. I know you came from Ukraine, but no matter what, we are bringing these to all of the delegations. These are letters from Ukraine. So here you go. 1, 2, 3. to all of you. And when you open it up, you'll see a little bit of unboxing, I guess. There is a Ukrainian bandana, chustka, that is specifically printed for Eurovision. It's a one-of-a-kind chustka. There's a little postcard from Ukraine where people can plant Ukrainian flowers and grow them for hope, just like your message. There's some stickers, and then we brought from Saved and You Active stories of Ukrainian teenagers who changed their villages in Ukraine. They're very inspirational, and I hope you'll take the time to read them. No matter what, enjoy the gifts. We hope that you just dazzle the stages and the audiences love you. We're so excited
Thank you for
you guys.
your words. Yeah.
Дякуємо вам.
Дякуємо. Дякуємо, Сашко, дякую.